Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to a new video. And in today's video we're gonna look at another duped palette, and this time it's gonna be the Rosy Jingle by Oden's Eye. I've already filmed and released my video about the Silvery Bliss palette, so if you want to see that I will link it down below and also in the little card. But today we're gonna be looking at this palette. I will show you all the shades that I've picked, their names, swatches, and do looks with this palette. I'm really happy with what I created, both the looks and the color story as well. I've been trying a lot of new build your own palettes and duping palettes lately, and this has been one of the more successful ones, I would say. And I think I got the color story right pretty well. Like, it's not 100% because I don't have that many singles, but I am really happy with what I created, and I'm so happy that the color story fits well with my new Micka Beauty Shop singles. In case you are kind of excited about that, I am gonna be showing you a couple of the new singles from Micka from the Seven Elysian Sins collection in this palette. So a full video will come later, by the way, but kind of like a little sneak peek you can see in this video. So hopefully you'll enjoy that. And without prolonging this any longer, I will show you the close-ups and the swatches and everything. But before I do that, in case you're new here, hi, my name's Sasha. I love indie makeup, I love colorful makeup, I love eyeshadows, I love reviewing new palettes, but I also really like just using the singles that I have to create either my own little color stories or duping palettes that I don't feel like I necessarily need to spend my money on, and I know I could technically use what I already have to create them. So hopefully that's something that will interest you. In case it does, I would be very happy to see you here again. And here are all the shades. So this one is a depotted shade from the Glamshop Alterego palette. It's kind of like a pinky peachy color. Then the next is Charon from Terra Moons. Love this one, it's such a beautiful iridescent shade. Then this kind of raspberry pink, I think it's called Malinovsky or something like that. It's also from the Alterego palette. Then we have Millenario by Micka Beauty Shop. This is such a gorgeous and fun shade. Then we have Vain Glory by Micka Beauty Shop. It's the Seven Elysian Sins collection. Just look at that. It's so pretty, and camera doesn't do it justice, I swear. Then we have Friendly by Colourpop. It's just like a single shade from them, and I love this shade. I don't think they have it anymore, but it's beautiful. Then we have Inerita, I don't know if that's how you call it, by Micka Beauty Shop, also from the new collection. Then this is a depotted shade from the Alterego palette. It's kind of like a very vibrant yellow. Then we have this one, which is like a vibrant pink, also from Alterego. Then the next is Mango Sorbet by Micka Beauty Shop. Amazing shade, love that one. Then we have Probender. This is from the Legend of Korra palette by Colourpop. Then the next is Lust by Micka Beauty Shop. Stunning. And it's just, I mean, look at the shift. Then we have Enigma, again, by Micka Beauty Shop. Look at this. Look at this. It's just the best. I can't believe that this shade exists. Then the next shade is a shade from the Legend of Korra palette as well, and it's the waterbending shade. It's such a beautiful blue. It was supposed to be more purpley, but I don't have shade like that. Then we have Wrath. I think that's how you pronounce that. Also by Micka Beauty Shop. And the last one is from a Wulfa palette by Shall We Makeup. So from for the first look, because I didn't want it to wake up my, well, not roommate, but we share a cubicle together at the dorm, I decided to just do this as a voiceover because I was doing my makeup at like, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning. So I didn't felt like waking everybody up by talking, but I kind of just wanted to do like a yellowy pink look, so I used my 2D potted shade from the Alterego palette by Glamshop. I just love this like raspberry shade, and especially mixed with this like more peachy shade, it was so gorgeous. And then the yellow, like very kind of pale neon-y vibrant yellow, once you start to mix it into the like raspberry shade and into the more like peachy shade, It is such a perfect combo. I love that. And then I deepen it up with this Wulfa shade. It's like a deep autumnal brown, like kind of chocolatey brown. It's very beautiful, and it looks kind of purple on top of the raspberry shade. Then this is just a perfect shade. It's the last shade by Micka Beauty Shop, and it's Gluttony by Micka Beauty Shop. I don't know how I mixed that up, but it's so gorgeous. It's kind of like a purple to green, and it has such a beautiful shift, and just you can see me how much I love that. Then we have the shade Wrath, if that's how you pronounce it. It's a beautiful kind of orangey reddish shade. This one doesn't sparkle as much as the rest of the shades from this collection, I've noticed, but it works beautifully on the eyes and it doesn't crease at all. And then I have the Inarita in the inner corner. So gorgeous. It's this one is the flakiest shade from the collection, but it's such a beautiful gold to like blue, just heaven scent shade, which is really funny considering that this is a collection about scents. And then on my lower lash line I have the Mango Sorbet by Micka Beauty Shop, and I kind of like smudged it with my eyes, with my fingers, so that it just blends better. I love this look. It's very, I don't know, to me it's very summery, but I was just really feeling it, and the color story is kind of like springy, summery, so just love this one so much. I don't think camera can ever do this justice. Like when you see this in real life, it's stunning. It's so gorgeous. So I really love this look. Let me actually show you a little bit more of a close-up. I don't know how well you'll be able to see anything, but yeah, so pretty, so fun. And for the rest of my face, I have the same primers. So the Beauty Bay, I have the same primers as always. So the Beauty Bay eyeshadow primer and the NYX glitter primer. Concealer is the same as always, the Superstay by Maybelline. I have Essence mascara, the False Lashes mascara. Then I have this yellow eyeliner from Oden's Eye. This is the Soul Manager liner in 03. And then blush and highlighter. I have this blush, which is from Colourpop. It's Doozy, and it's a Super Shock matte blush. I don't even know if they still have this, but this one, the pen fell out of the original packaging, which I'm so happy because I hate the Super Shock cheek packaging, or like any Super Shock packaging. I just hate how bulky it is. So this one is depotted. Well, depotted, it's like, you know, it's just in the pen, and the pen is actually magnetic, so I just keep it in a huge magnetic palette. And then a highlighter. I've been really working on my Colourpop products, because like the cheek products and face products, because I want to get rid of this bulky packaging. This one is the Super Shock highlighter, and this one is in the shade Highly Wasted. It's a beautiful kind of neutrally orangey, goldy with a little bit of pink from certain angles. It's a very neutral highlighter. Let me kind of maybe show you. It's super neutral, but it's one of those that you can just kind of put on your face without looking in the mirror, and it's gonna be fine. Like you really don't have to worry about this. You can do this at like 3 in the morning, if we're being honest. So that's for today's look. Tomorrow I will play with the rest of the palette, which I can't wait for. We kind of have like the bluish and like the cooler toned color story. We haven't used these 3 shades, then the other 3 shades next to it. Well, we used the mango. And then we haven't used this gray, and then this Millenario shade. Oh, and this one as well. So yeah, we have half of the palette to use, and I can't wait for that. Like it's gonna be a fun color story. I like that we have kind of more like a cooler toned color story with that pop of kind of like a bubblegum pink, and then the pop of kind of pinky orange gold in the shade Millenario. I think that's gonna be really pretty, and I can't wait to see that, because this shade, the Millenario, sometimes it looks super cool tone and sometimes it looks super warm tone, depending on what color story you use that with. And sometimes it's like green, sometimes it's kind of bluish. I really love that one. It's like it's a very fun shade. You never know what you're gonna get with that. It's just kind of it's kind of like a chameleon in a sense. So I love that one, and I definitely can't wait to wear that tomorrow. And then for the second look, I'm starting with the waterbending shade from the Legend of Korra palette. I really wanted to make like or like have a pop of blue in the center of the crease, and so I started with that. Then in the inner part, I blended it into the shade Friendly, and these two work so beautifully together, and they create kind of like a really beautiful transgender pride flag color story. And then I have this deep potted shade from the Alterego palette. Again, blends so beautifully into all of these. Very like vibrant pink. I don't know if the camera really does it justice, but it is very vibrant. And then I used the probender shade to just kind of deepen up the outer corner. I feel like this kind of gray based shade works really well with the pinks, and it just, I don't know, it made it look a little bit more me. Then we have the shade Vainglory, and on top of the kind of pinky grayish shade, it just looks so gorgeous. I was so blown away by how just gorgeous it is. I don't remember it looking like this with like in the Silvery Bliss review. Then we have the shade Enigma. I love this one. It's just one of my favorite shades from Micka so far. And then I have the shade Charon by Terra Moons. It's just a perfect inner corner highlight. I love these iridescent shades from Terra Moons. They're just absolutely wonderful. And then we had to end it with Millenario. It's so beautiful. I used it on my lower lash line. Again, kind of smudged it with my finger at the end because it just, I don't know, it blends better. And I use these more flakier shades by Micka with my fingers and mostly on the lower lash line. Hi guys, so here is my second and last look with the duped Rosy Jingle palette with these wonderful, wonderful shades. Today, as you can see, I'm kind of wearing the cooler tones. I love this look. It's so pretty. I've actually worn this look for many, many hours. It's like, I don't know, 14 hours now. But yeah, it's so beautiful. It sparkles like crazy. It's actually like the grayish shade of Vainglory. It goes from this beautiful bluish, grayish silver to this like really nice greenish color. And then the shade Enigma on top of the purpley shade called Friendly by Colourpop, by the way. It's just so beautiful. It really shows up the shift, and then that little bit of like yellowy, peachy pink, green from the shade Millenario is just stunning. And I love that Millenario, which I've had this shade for a long time. It looks kind of like a neon-y, purpley pink here on the lower lash line, but in the center of the lid you can really see like the goldy, greeny shift of it. So I just find that to be so beautiful. And even though this is kind of like a more basic look, I've had very little time and I was so extremely tired in the morning. I genuinely thought I'm not gonna be able to like get out of bed because I'm kind of not really feeling the best. But we made it, and yeah, it's just so gorgeous, so pretty, and just, I don't know if you really can see the shift, but for me the shift is just like crazy and so beautiful and just genuinely stunning. And to finish up this look, I have my Colourpop amethyst, I think amethyst hour in my waterline. Then the same mascara, the same primers, the same brows. I have the Brow This Way by Maybelline, and then the Got To Be gel. Super Stay Concealer as always. And then on my cheeks, I'm using Colourpop because it's kind of like an unofficial project pan for me. And I have the sorry. I have the Chiffon shade by Colourpop. It's a Super Shock blush. And then as a highlighter to kind of go with this purpley, cooler toned theme, I have the Hippo highlighter, again the Super Shock highlighter. And yeah, I really love this color story. I love that you can, like, when I look at this look and the one from yesterday, it's very different. And I love that. I love that you can do like a lot of a different looks. Obviously, I have a couple of different, like, I think this is supposed to be this shade is supposed to be more pink. And I think this one is supposed to be a little bit more periwinkle, like it has a bit of purple in it. And obviously I didn't have that, so I only used like a pale, kind of like baby blue. So I know that doesn't fully fit. And I don't know what else. I think the yellow was a bit more warmer, not too much, but like a little bit in the original palette. At least like from the pictures that I've seen. Otherwise, I think we're pretty spot on. At least like I've been kind of comparing it multiple times to see, and I feel like we got pretty close. But definitely let me know what you think about this color story. I love all of these shades, especially the new Micka shades. They're so wonderful, and I love that they're not jelly or flaky. Because the shade Enigma and Millenario, they are definitely on the more flakier side. Even the shade Mango Sorbet, but it's a little bit better than the other two. The other two, especially Millenario, is super flaky and kind of dry to the touch. Mango Sorbet at least has a little bit of a binder, as well as the Enigma shade. But the Millenario, I never had that one for a while. I don't remember when I got that, but it's been a while in my collection. It's been in my collection for a while. And yeah, that one is pretty dry, and I don't know if it's just like a manufacturing mistake, like the pressing process, because these are hand pressed, so I don't know, maybe the pressing process just didn't really work the best, which obviously like that can happen, and that doesn't mean that every single shade, that every single piece of this will be the same. Like I'm sure that there are people who have this shade and they don't have this issue. But the formula for the new collection from Micka is definitely a lot smoother and nicer. I did have a little bit of fallout when I was applying it, both in both of these looks and also in the Silver Bliss palette, which is what I've uploaded on Monday. But I do my eyes first, so I don't really mind that. And if you use more sticky primer, I have the glitter primer by NYX, but I always just use a little bit because I don't want it to crease. But if you have stickier primer, or if you like wet your brush, it's not gonna be a problem. I think I'm too lazy to like wet my brush, and I don't use my fingers usually because I don't want to have dirty fingers, because then I always touch my clothes and then I would have to change everything. So yeah, this is just like me. I try not to use my hands if I know I have to go to work immediately. But yeah, I really like the formula of this, and I hope they're gonna continue with this formula because that's my favorite formula from them. I don't like the flaky shades. But yeah, definitely let me know what you think about this color story and if you liked any of these looks. And let me know if you've picked up any of these new palettes by Uden's Eye, or if you want to skip on these. I would definitely like to know. And like, because lately I've been kind of not disappointed with Uden's Eye. I wouldn't say that, but it's just I don't really feel the need to buy their palettes as much as before. Like when they released the Hella palette and Solmane and the original Christmas palette and all of these, I was so excited and I just needed them, and like I was waiting for the launch, and the second that it launched, like I bought that and just patiently waited and just couldn't wait to rip the packaging open and just use these products. But for the last like year or 2 years, I haven't been that insanely obsessed with them. And they released a couple palettes that I was kind of like, that is nice color story, but I don't know if I really need that or if I don't already have that kind of with their other palettes. So let me know how you've been feeling about their releases lately, and if there's anything from the past couple collections that you've bought. I know I want the new Salmona because I think it's cool, and I want to have another sister of these, but that's about it, kind of. And that makes me sad because like I would love to, just use them more and be as excited as I was the first year or 2 years when I discovered them. So definitely let me know about your thoughts on this topic. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you had a wonderful day, and I'll be super happy to see you with another video. So bye.